Pleasure to introduce another school leader. Eliza Lafferty is president of the Associated Student Body Council. Please come up and share your thoughts.
Thank you, everyone. I'm incredibly humbled to be speaking with you all today. I love this class. As you just saw, we're absolutely fantastic. Love you all. There are a number of us who've actually been together since elementary school, and Gabe Prutt is one of those, and he just pulled off an amazing speech, so props to you, Gabe. But for those of you whom I grew up with, you might remember that I was personally the kid who did not want to go to school. And so I would actually buckle myself down in the car, holding onto my mom's hand and crying, and my kindergarten teacher had to come to the car with this little stuffed puppet named Rexy, and another stuffed puppet that was a lamb named Lamb Chop, and she would try to coax me out of the car and pull me out. And once I actually got inside, I loved the activities. I love Lego building, painting, being with friends, whatnot, but I was so worried initially. And so my mom would take me aside and tell me, Eliza, if you're scared now, you're going to be scared for the rest of your life. Don't let fear hold you back. So I kept my mom's piece of advice in my head as I continued to grow. And the way I interpreted my mom's words was to be aware of myself and of the people around me. And so I started observing. I watched people who weren't scared and asked myself, how do they get over fear? How do they get over that? Essentially, I looked for the quality of bravery. And as a lover of history, I read about bravery all the time. There are moments in the world's timeline when change happens because of certain courageous people and their actions. In Dr. Gagan's comparative government class, we learn about the Tank Man. Yeah, he's in our class. He's an anonymous man who stood in front of a line of tanks following the Chinese military forced invasion in the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests. And then there's Susan B. Anthony, who in her lifelong fight for women's suffrage and what would be known as the 19th Amendment cast a ballot. She boldly gave a vote knowing she would be arrested. Their courage came from a desire to serve a purpose bigger than themselves. And I admire people like this, who proudly stand up for their beliefs. These are people I look up to. But I also seek role models in everyday people and actions, because I believe it's the little moments of bravery that are just as important as those big ones. These moments shape our character. At these times, we overcome self-doubt. We stop being passive. We see an opportunity and we go for it instead of waiting for it to come to us. We speak up, we listen, discuss, assert ourselves, respect others, stay aware, and are not crippled by fear. I initially hesitated before running for ASBC in 8th grade, but when I got the courage to run, it led me to continue for 5 years, an experience that has shaped me immensely. Especially this year, it allowed an outlet to initiate change with ASBC's legislative process. This process is an emblem of the influence of little changes, how small adjustments can be significant and have long-lasting impacts. To get where we are now, in caps and gowns, we have all experienced these small moments of pushing ourselves. No matter how trivial the instances seem, they accumulate and they build the people we are today. I believe many of these brave moments were made possible by a key characteristic of our graduating class, our genuine, spirited support for one another. We make Bishops an environment where people feel safe to take risks, and so we do. We find comfort in each other, and we understand that bravery resonates differently in each of us. Maybe you fought self-doubt and stage fright performing for the first time in front of an audience in one of the student director performances of Shorts. Or maybe you decided to pick up another sport and join the JV team for 1 year. Or possibly you wrote an article for the Tower or the DU in which you voiced your opinion. Or it could have been quick seconds, deciding to give an announcement, respectfully disagreeing in class, confronting a problem head on. In all these moments, you went for it. We all have enjoyed seconds like these. And as you move forward, my hope is that they only continue. It's in these moments of bravery that we become empowered by our dreams. And now, I understand that my mom's words were more than a call to study the world around me. As she was saying, Eliza, if you're scared now, you're going to be scared for the rest of your life. Don't let fear hold you back. She was talking about making an impact. Because being brave means being able to make change. And now is the time for us, the future generation, to be bold and create change. Because fear will not hold us back. Thank you. Congrats to the class of 2017.